Fellas, this is why I tell y'all got to be careful about where y'all get y'all relationship/life advice from these guys on this fucking internet, on these podcasts and shit. Because yesterday I made a video about that Fugazi Cooley dude or whatever, talking about being a top tier man. I always kind of knew dude was a little buddy. But yeah, so here's the clip, and then I'll show you why.
Don't qualify for the top tier men, and that is the truth.
Do you believe you're a top tier man? By what standard?
I'm 6'4", only about what? 8% of the entire world is 6'4". I make well over 100K a year, and I'm black at that if you add that on.
That's why he said that.
Redpill and the manosphere, which started out as something that a lot of men could use as a blueprint and guide to becoming a high value man, to becoming a top tier man, to becoming a man that every woman wants, to becoming a man that in yourself, for yourself, that you want to be a very healthy, strong, fit, intelligent, articulate man who is financially stable. This was started up by your guys such as O'Shea Duke Jackson, such as Kevin Samuels. Once again, man, in 2016, they started to rise, right? This started to rise. This started to become a blueprint that every brother and every man in general can follow. You have your guys such as Alpha Male Strategies. Once again, guys who are pushing, hey, here's how you can get some women on your junk, right? It's all about progressing. It's all about elevating yourself, right? And once again, here is how you're down. As we moved on, we started to see certain people rise. Like I said, such as your Kevin Samuels. And like I said, we held ourselves to a higher standard. And a lot of women and a lot of people like to overlook and forget that Kevin Samuels was holding men accountable. He was teaching men how to be the best versions of themselves that they can be, just for, once again, women to then spit in his face. And as we started to climb the ladder, like I said, we get the high and the highest peak of Redpill in the manosphere with Kevin Samuels. And this is where you started to see the trickle effect, where he pretty much created a lot of podcasts. He created a lane for a lot of men. Because once again, a lot of us want to be strong, fit men who is articulate, who is intelligent, and who pretty much a lot of women want. The downside of that is a lot of people who want to live this type of lifestyle can't live this lifestyle, or are very hypocritical to the lifestyle, right? And you tend to get this from a lot of your dating coaches, right? And once again, the downfall is where it starts at is Kevin Samuels passing, sadly. And then you get your guys such as Donovan, who tells you not to date single mothers, but yet here he is dating a white single mother in her 30s or 40s, right? Then you have your downfall of Tommy Sotomayor, right? Who can't self in check, right? To be as smart as he is, he just cannot keep himself in check. And you see where he's at today, where he's a bad representation. Sadly, he's a bad representation. Then you get your Fresh and Fit, where once again, they don't know how to conduct business. Myron he invites a woman to come onto the show, but then tells her, hey, you have to have sex in order to get onto the show. Is this what you're trying to tell your people, your men who are up under you, trying to learn from you, right? Pushing all of these courses, pushing all of these scams and courses. Is this what you're teaching them? Is this how you're telling them to conduct business? Then you have Fresh being very hypocritical, where DJ Academics had to call him out on some of the stuff that he was doing, right? That involved him being gay. And then you have his girlfriend, right? I forgot the chick name. She was an Asian chick. I mean, what was that about, right? Where, hey, he says, listen, I don't want to have a baby. You need to take this plan B. And she says, I don't want to give up the baby, right? Very hypocritical, but
Modern day women just don't qualify for the top tier men, and that is the truth.
Do you believe you're a top tier man? By what standard?
I'm 6'4", only about what? 8% of the entire world is 6'4". I make well over 100K a year. And I'm black at that if you add that on. So just if we're speaking about those figures, the things that women are attracted to, no, I'm not going to toot my own horn, but I'll let you do the math.
Hold on, before we go, what's your math saying?
The conversation and the words that are coming out of the mouth of someone like you, I would never consider top tier. A top tier man is also a man that is extremely desirable by way of his character. A top tier man is a man who displays a certain level of intellect that allows him to consider other people. A top tier man, they lead with love, not with dictatorship, right? They don't want to control their woman. They want to gently lead their woman. A top tier man creates space for a woman to feel good about herself. A top tier man supports the dreams and the ideas of a woman. A top tier man prioritizes a woman. A top tier man is in leadership and working as hard as he is to give the woman the life of her dream.
And with all that stuff that you just said, that was just womanese talk.
Womanese is also 6'4", black, attractive. I don't know too many women in my circle who desire.
And now we got your boy Coolio, right? You got your boy Coolio who will say, hey, you don't need to be dealing with single mothers. Hey, you need to, for a lot of you single mothers, a lot of them are recreational use. And see, here's the thing. Like I said, for me, a lot of women feel that I bash. I don't bash. I personally will tell you that, hey, a lot of your single mothers, man, they just need to lower their standards and they need to come correct. Understand where you are at in life. Understand where you are at in reality. You're not an 18-year-old girl, man, who has all of the options. You're just not that anymore. And once again, your boy Coolio, he makes a lot of sense. Right? He makes a lot of sense. But one thing I always thought was this dude just seemed a little fishy. But I mean, hey, the dude is out here popping. I mean, hey, why not? Right? Give him the benefit of the doubt. Just to come to find out that he decides to become a stepfather to a white woman. Right? Now, once again, I don't have an issue with him, dating a white woman. Right? Of course, a lot of people in the black community will, but I don't care. If you're a black man and you want to date outside your race, there's obviously a reason. Do your thing, brother. All power to you. All the power to you. All the power to you. But the issue comes in where he is saying single mothers are recreational uses, and a lot of men don't want to deal with single mothers, right? Yet here he is dealing with a single mother and playing stepfather to somebody else's children, right? All while having more children with this woman. Y'all want to see?
Fellas, this is why I tell y'all got to be careful about where y'all get y'all relationship/life advice from these guys on this fucking internet, on these podcasts and shit. Because yesterday I made a video about that fugazi coolie dude or whatever, talking about being a top tier man. I always kind of knew dude was a little buddy. But yeah, so here's the clip and then I'll show you why.
Don't qualify for the top tier men, and that is the truth.
Do you believe you're a top tier man? By what standard?
I'm 6'4", only about 8% of the entire world is 6'4". I make well over 100K a year, and I'm black at that if you add that on.
That's why he said that. That's why he talked the way he talked. That's why he thinks he's a top tier man, because he's 6'4" and black. This is why. He's the trinket. He's the fetish. But this is the dude that y'all follow, fellas. This is the rhetoric that y'all subscribe to from hypocrites. A black man playing stepdaddy to some white kids with a single mother who was a BBL Becky. Mind you, getting her knocked up because she's currently pregnant, not even married to her. They've been together since 2017 and has yet to put a ring on her finger.
When you've been waiting for it and think everything is a proposal.
And darling, this is more than anything.
So Christmas is around the corner, and since we got a little mixed baby here, we're gonna see which Santa he chooses. We got a black Santa,
and I have the white ones.
And let's see which one he chooses. Same time, don't cheat.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Which one are you gonna pick?
Like, all the boxes were checked. Cringy interracial couple content. She's begging to be proposed to. She's a single mother. All of these things that he tells you in clips like this.
As a single mother, do you believe you deserve a man in the top percentile?
I'm able to do everything else, whether or not I have a baby or not. I still can be a great wife.
Yeah, listen, single moms, recreational use only.
Do you mean like
Time out. Let's reverse it real quick. What?
Looks like you're doing more than recreational use with her, buddy.
And as y'all can see, just some of the things that he's doing, right? It's just cringe. You know, hey, who does he want, the black Santa or the white Santa? I mean, and I get it. You know, I get it. You know, sometimes you want to be funny, right? Sometimes you want to be funny, but the fact that he makes the podcast, but the fact that he has the podcast that he has, and he says the stuff that he says, but then doesn't live up to it. Once again, you start to look bad. So here's another brother. Here's another brother who is pretty much just taking a downfall, right? Right? Who is pretty much just taking a downfall. People calling you out. And now he's probably going to talk about it. And we definitely going to have to hear that response. But the fact that you have found yourself in this situation, once again, you have your guys who are hypocritical, right? You have your guys like you're fresh and fit, right? They tell you don't pay for coochie. They tell you, you know, hey, don't do this. You know, you don't need to be doing this as a man. You don't need to be doing that as a man. But yet here you are sitting over here not using a condom in some of these women, and they are BBL'd up, right? Here, fresh, sitting over here, man, taking a woman serious that he bought, that he freaking got off of a yacht, right? And he's telling other people, if you find a girl out in Miami, she's probably for the streets. But yet here you are dealing with it. So once again, man, it's just hypocrisy to the next level, and we got ourselves another one. So you have your boy Sneeko, you have your boy Fresh and Fit, you have your boy Donovan, now you have your boy Coolio, right? Once again, all of these are gurus, right? A lot of these people are gurus, and they're just making the red pill look bad. And this is why I say, right, this is why you see in the title, this is the downfall of the red pill, right? This is the downfall of the red pill to some degree, right? To some degree. Now, you're still going to have some people such as O'Shea Duke Jackson, Poor Man Podcast, MTR, Different Perspective, Sister Daphne, plenty of other YouTubers, man, who might be considered gurus, but once again, they are just that, gurus, right? And they're not going to swindle you out of anything. They're not going to try to, you know, use you and abuse you, right? So once again, man, hey, y'all let me know, how do y'all feel about this? Y'all let me know, how do y'all feel about this? Like I said, I don't have an issue with him dating a white woman, but I do have an issue with him throwing the message that he throws and then being hypocritical about it. Now, once again, we all have skeletons in our closet, but it is one thing to say, you know what, hey, I acknowledge what I've done. I can push that to the past, but then to sit over here and continue that, he is doing, it's kind of crazy. But feel me, Hugh 7, let me comment and subscribe to the channel.